What's going on, everybody? Thank you for joining me. Today, I wanted to jump on quickly because I was kind of thinking about, I was actually just doing the dishes, and of course, I was trying to do it in a sacred manner. But a conversation I had with a family member recently, and usually I'm talking about being present in the moment, and if you've seen my videos, you know, I don't have to tell you. So being conscious about your thoughts, but one thing I don't think I've really touched on too much yet is body consciousness and body awareness. So what do I mean by that? Well, just the same way you would observe your thoughts rather than becoming identified with them and feeding them your emotions and feelings and more thoughts, just be present. Observe your body. Like even me right now, how am I standing? What's my posture like? Am I squinting because the sun is bright? But also how you stand. So I was telling somebody, I noticed that like when somebody's talking to me or say I'm watching something, I have a fucking stance. I don't know if you do, but I've had one for like 40 years. I'm like kind of, right hand on the hip, leaning on my right foot, left foot out in front of me. And that was my Roberto stance for like the longest time. And when I, for the first time recently, became consciously aware of that, I was like, oh my God, I'm unbalanced. Like, like I probably have a small curve in my back or, like anything that becomes habitual if we're focusing and bringing awareness to our body patterns and slowing down and seeing, how am I sitting? What's my posture like? Am I grimacing? Is there tension in my shoulders? Even just, being right-handed, the way I sit at a desk, I kind of have a certain slouch and maybe a dropped right shoulder because I'm writing and leaning over that way. And after doing that for 42 years, for the most of your life, it becomes a pattern. It becomes a program that and you might become unbalanced. You might have weird posture. You might be twisted some way because you've spent so much time in your life in that position. And so bringing conscious awareness to your inner body is just as important as to your thoughts in your mind. So when you're doing a mind to heart drop, I actually sometimes say, drop the thoughts from my head down into my heart and being, because you want to be in your body fully. So, not just being in your heart, but consciously aware of your entire being present in your body. So how are you standing? So I'm becoming more aware of that, especially when I'm doing something like the dishes. Like, how am I standing? I'm tall, so I have to kind of like, sometimes I'll spread my legs rather than hunch over because I don't want to be hunched over. So I'll spread my legs so I'm a little bit shorter and I'm at a better height to do the dishes with. So become consciously aware of your body, how you're standing. What's your, are you frowning, or is there tension in your forehead? Are you whatever it may be, bring conscious awareness to it, direct your attention to it, and then you can observe it and say, hey, can I change it up? Maybe it's something as simple as brushing your teeth with your left hand, which you have to slow down and do it in a sacred manner. So anyways, I'm running out of time. Body consciousness, be aware of it.